Hello again, everybody. I've made it back to the booth, and look who we have waiting here for me. It is, of course, our very special guest. It's the CEO of Frontier and the co-creator of the original Elite. It's David Braben. Nice to see you, David, again.
Nice to see you.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
Ed.
much. Thanks for coming along. So I think the first thing we should talk about, of course, is our amazing new announcement that we announced yesterday, and that is, of course, Elite Dangerous Horizons. I almost lost it there. When you say something so many times and then suddenly it slips out.
It was great to finally be able to talk about
Yes.
it. We've been itching to talk about it for a while.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think we have one of our producers here, Eddie Simons, as well, who I think he's been working on it for probably the longest, and he is so desperate to talk about it. So how has your Gamescom been so far?
It's really great. Unfortunately, as you can probably hear in my voice has gone a bit, and I got a bit of a cold, but apart from that, it's great.
We won't keep you for too long. You're like the patient zero of Gamescom. You've given everybody else the Gamescom flu.
No, I reckon there are other people who got it before me.
Okay, well, sure, fine. So let's talk about Horizons then. So Elite Dangerous Horizons. Tell for people who may not have seen this, because we might have some new viewers here.
Yep.
What is Elite Dangerous Horizons?
So Horizons is a whole new season of content. It's starting off with Planetary Landings, the first expansion in a series of them over the next season, which is going down to planet surfaces, getting out of your vehicle in an SRV, which is a kind of buggy, an 8-wheel thing, hooning around the surface at great speed. And the key thing is that will be fun. There'll be lots of things to do on the surface. But also, winding back, if you look at, people have said, what is a season?
Yeah.
Season 1, which we're still in, included the original game. It included community goals. It included power play. It included wings. And we've got 2 more to come.
Yeah.
We've announced CQC in a few weeks' time to coincide just after the release of Xbox game, which is people playing CQC here. It's great fun.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And 1 more update, which will be part of Season 1. So exciting stuff.
Well, that is really, really exciting. What else is coming to 1.4 as well? We have, because of course there is CQC, but there are more things coming with 1.4 as well. Is that not?
Yeah, so with all of the expansions, we've tended to just use a headline thing to name the expansion. So, for example, Wings had lots of other things in it, which updated all the different systems, but you can't put that in the title. It would be long and boring. And same with CQC. There are lots of tweaks, lots of adjustments to the game that will make it better and more exciting for people.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So back to the headline, of course, which is Elite Dangerous Horizons. You mentioned some of it's going to be a lot of fun things to do, and I know that Sandy, who we just spoke to just a minute ago, I know he's had a lot of hand in the design of these things, but I know you can tell us about it. What fun things are these things that you're going to be able to do when you land down, when you touch down?
Well, for me, there's a sense of wonder of just being down on the planet. And also, the first thing is seeing the scale of your ship. So, excuse me, we've done the top end of the scale in terms of the whole 400 billion star systems, the size of the galaxy. But now what we're looking at is moving the scale down as well.
Okay.
I mean, even a Sidewinder is the size of a giant jet, like a 747. It's a great big vehicle. And you see that the Scarab, it would fit underneath the landing leg of a Cobra.
Yeah.
It's a really small thing.
It's crazy, isn't it?
And you start to realize just how big the ships are, and also how big the planets are. When you look at these little blue dots of a world in the distance, and now you realize this sort of airless moon, which is a tiny little speck, is actually the size of the Earth.
Yeah.
It is astonishing, the scale. But the other thing is there's so much to discover. You'll be able to go down with your friends, and that scale is interesting as well. The Scarab is really hard to hit as a ship. The ships obviously have much more powerful weapons.
Yeah.
But it's like trying to squash an ant with your finger. They can move so quickly. The ships aren't that nimble on that scale.
Okay.
And so, for example, a secret base, which you might be attacking, it might have huge, great anti-ship guns, but they're no use against these little gnats of vehicles. So you could go in, disable these anti-ship guns, and a ship could come in, your friend, and take out the defenses on this base.
Amazing. That sounds amazing. So, are these world-sized sandboxes then? Because obviously these are large worlds. Does that mean are areas locked off to you, or?
No. You will be able to. So the way it works is you will be able to, so for example, in a wing, approach with your friends. If one of your friends doesn't have Horizons, that's where they would drop out of Super Cruise currently.
Oh, I see, yeah.
The rest of you will be able to continue in something we're calling orbital cruise.
Okay.
So they can still super cruise around the planet, but as you get closer and closer, your speeds come down. but you still get a huge sensation of rushing over the horizon as you're doing it.
Horizon.
You can then, you see your various targets, you see the starports on the surface, you can choose a spot to land, you can come into land, and then get out in your vehicle. So
in the Scarab, yeah.
That's the whole process, and that should be seamless.
Yeah, I'm not sure how clear we made it yesterday. You say about getting straight into another vehicle. Does that mean there are going to be more vehicles than just the Scarab?
Yes, so in this first expansion, there will be just a Scarab.
Okay.
Which is the smallest of the surface vehicles.
Yeah.
But we do plan over time to bring in others that are bigger.
Fantastic.
So the Scarab, like a spider, it can bring its legs in, and it will just fit in the cargo bay, which takes a 4-ton module.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
it will fit even in a Sidewinder.
Okay.
But it'll be the only thing. You'll have to get rid of all your cargo to do it.
Yeah, fantastic. Right, well, I think we've almost taken too much of your busy schedule already, because I know that you were just coming through to your next appointment. So thank you so much, guys. If you want any questions for David, if you throw them all in the chit chat, I'm sure we can get them to him later on. So I'm competing with some people chanting over there at the moment.
Yes.
Anyway, but before we do rush off, and thank you again, David, for answering those questions.
Thanks, Ed.
We do have another trivia question for you. Because remember, I'm going to be doing this. This is a chance to win one of the Gamescom exclusive paint jobs, which is an absolutely fantastic, completely unique paint job that you can only get at Gamescom. So we're trying to give them the chance for people at home to have them by answering a simple question. Now, I didn't pick the winner for the previous one, so I'll do both after the next break. But the next question is, and remember, use the hashtag EDGC15. The next question is, we have the co-creator of the original Elite here with us. But what year did the original Elite come out? So, what year did the original Elite come out? For the very first time, of course. That's an important one. So, hashtag EDGC15. Get your answers to that question in on Twitter, and we'll come right back after the next break, and we'll announce the winners for both those previous competitions. Again, thank you, David. Have a fantastic Gamescom, and have a good, safe journey home as well.
Excellent. Thank you, Ed.
Cheers.
And thanks for watching.
Guys.